Good evening, all. Ira Epstein with your metal market wrap-up, and this wrap-up is for the evening as we're here now on September 16th, 2024, and the time right now about 5:35 p.m. Central Time. Well, the gold market and other markets, they're butting up against some resistance areas, so be careful of them. You saw a new high today in the Dow. We're getting a bid in the energies as we're getting a bounce there. Pretty much sideways action right now in the 5 and the 10-year notes. In terms of data, let's take a look at what we get. The Red Book Group comes out tomorrow morning with their weekly U.S. retail sales data. Federal Reserve monthly industrial capacity utilization report. National Association of Builders Index. That will come out tomorrow at 9. It's the index, not new home sales or existing. U.S. business inventory numbers will come out at 9. The API number for energy will come out tomorrow at 3:30 in the afternoon. You did get the Empire State numbers this morning, and wow. You know, the Empire region has been one of the laggards, and this thing exploded to an 11.5 versus the negative 3.9 they were looking for, and all the other numbers came up. One more report like this, and traders, actually two more for sure, would have traders saying, you're out of that melees that it had. One report, interesting, but doesn't tell me a trend has taken place. I looked at that number over and over. I saw Rick Santelli on CNBC reading it, and he was checking. And yeah, these are the best numbers in over 2 years since April of 2022. So that is important. Now, you're in your metal markets here, so I do want to remind you my gold report is up on the website. It goes off on Wednesday, so you got basically another 2 days to look at it, and that's it for you. I cover the charts, seasonality, what I think is going to happen. I also look at GDL. I look at GDX, so you're looking at everything there. We're going to talk what I see, where the market's going, and how I'm looking at year-end to be finishing up and why. So you get a lot of data on this. I even go through the election and how that's impacted some of these markets. So how do you get this? It's simple. You go to our website, iraepstein.com. You'll see it on the top left. You can go to the word research. You can move your cursor up here. It'll take you right there. Fair enough? Okay. So now let's take a look at what we've got here and go to the gold market. The first important thing is the market has stayed over the 18-week moving average of closes basically since March of this year. And that has kept you on the bull side of the market. You had that reaction to it, and then you'd have to go all the way back to October in 2024 to find when you were under it. When you finally crossed over and you kept challenging it, game was gone. And that's the way to look at it. Now, Fed rate cuts are generally friendly to the metal markets. Number one, you're trying to spur on industrial activity. Number two, in this scenario, the dollar looks like it's going to drop. Number three, it appears to me that these cuts are meant to take place as you still have sticky inflation. And that doesn't hurt gold either. So I see those elements favorable. On Thursday, we shot to the upside, followed through on Friday, and again today, but sort of stalling out now a little bit, as you can see. The pattern is higher lows off the swing line and higher highs. If you don't know what these indicators are, if you go to our website under the word courses and you take my full charting course, everything you see that I have here is explained in detail to you. Higher lows, higher highs coming up. Where's the Bollinger Band? Right here. So you fought a battle for about 7-8 days at the 18-day average, went to the upper Bollinger Band, and you didn't stop. This is the Gorilla Glue trade. You're now on top of it enough days where it's going to try to force an embedded reading, which would be very bullish if it can do it, but it can't do it today. If we step back, let me just show you if I can get this to step back a day. Is it going to do it? Yeah. Okay. So this is Monday. Today, and you have a 76.99 reading. You're not embedded. The first day where both numbers are trying to be over 80 is today, Tuesday. Remember, we're open already Tuesday in the market. I'm still talking to you on Monday, but this is Tuesday trade. You're not there. The gold silver, once you got back underneath the 18-day average, silver starts gaining on gold, and it should be a stronger chart, and it basically is. It is not a market that's embedding either. It is not a spot that I see to do much. I'm looking to see if the 18-day average in red can get over the green, the 100-day average. It'll be a bullish crossover. Hasn't done it yet, so watching. Copper market should run into a stone wall at the upper band. It's got a history of doing that if you take a look at it. Back here it did run, and it's a run that began all the way there, but it had an embedded reading with it. You don't have that at this point, so that's one of the things I look at. Platinum's overbought into big numbers, the Bollinger Band and the 100-day average. Nah, I think the professional money's walking away. I don't think the probabilities are high to stay with it right there. And in the dollar, I did the rollover from the SEP to the DEES. The market's falling very nicely. Look for support at the 100 level. It still looks down going into the FOMC. The question is afterwards, do you get a bounce? You got to be very careful afterwards. Anything can happen. I'm Ira Epstein. I want to remind you, on the metal report, you can move your cursor up here. Go to iraepstein.com. You'll see it on the top left or under research, and I'll talk to you all in the morning. Take care.